Studiotypes, yeah, you know who we are. Expectations for greatness, aiming for Mars. So at minimum, we landing on the stars. Yesterday's limits ain't today, so we gotta raise the bar. Studiotypes, yeah, you know who we are. Expectations for greatness, aiming for Mars. So at minimum, we landing on the stars. Yesterday's limits ain't today, so we gotta raise the bar. Being premium's a dream, work the hamstring. Solo at national, my team can trust me. Every day trying to level up the repertoire. So every class, Studiotypes gotta raise the bar. Being premium's the dream, work the hamstring. Solo at national, my team can trust me. Every day trying to level up the repertoire. So every class, Studiotypes gotta raise the bar. Studiotypes, yeah, you know who we are. Expectations for greatness, aiming for Mars. So at minimum, we landing on the stars. Yesterday's limits ain't today, so we gotta raise the bar. Studiotypes, yeah, you know who we are. Expectations for greatness, aiming for Mars. So at minimum, we landing on the stars. Yesterday's limits ain't today, so we gotta raise the bar.
Hi, I am Harley and I dance with Junior Company.
Hi, I'm Kyla and I dance with Junior Company.
Hi, I'm Tatum and I dance with Junior Company.
I've been dancing since I was about 1.
I've been dancing since I was like 2 or 3.
I've been dancing since I was about 1.5.
With dancing with 777, it's given me an opportunity to realize how good I can become and how good they really are as a studio.
I love 777. It's like, I feel like it's my home.
Being a part of Junior Company it's amazing because there's so many dances and so many things that you can do with them. Because they're like, they can do anything.
It's funny because like we always like laugh at each other. Like whenever someone's like down, we can like pick someone up.
We can pick the
Whenever
spirit up.
there's someone's up, we can like keep them up. It's like fun.
Yeah.
Navi's she's like the calm person of the group.
She's the holder.
She keeps the group together.
She tries
keeps
to
the group.
she keeps the group together.
She never argues.
Yeah.
Navi,
She's
Navi
if
is
we're
an
not, love
amazing.
her.
We love Navi. We adore her. She's amazing. She's
Like,
she's really good at dancing a lot. I've known her since
Yeah.
I was like since I started dancing.
Oh, hold on.
So she'll be the one to solve the arguments a lot of times.
Yeah, I've known her. Like
She'll
she
be like, guys,
understands.
just calm down.
She knows.
Yeah.
She understands everybody.
She
So that's
knows,
usually
like,
how
when
we
I'm
solve
mad.
the arguments by Navi, because she can just like tell everybody to calm down. It's okay. It will be fine. And then all of a sudden we'll probably just realize
That,
we're
like,
all
we're
best
all
friends.
best friends.
friends.
Like
though.
sisters. Attending Precision was really fun because it was big, but it was early in the morning, so we didn't get to stay the whole day. So we got to enjoy the time that we had
with
there.
each other.
Yeah, so like it was fun.
Oh, for the rainbow, I feel like lyrical is like my power.
Yeah.
Like I'm really good with lyrical. I love lyrical.
At first, there wasn't any wheels on the thing, so we had to push hard.
Like, they were like,
So we
really
had to make cuts for more people to get behind there to
Yeah.
push.
Wait, before there was wheels on it. Remember we had the bench? We had the
Oh
bench.
yeah, we had a bench.
And it was like
instead of
so
our wheel.
small. And we were like when we were like hiding behind it, we were like,
So it
and then
really
there was like
hard.
this big old spaceship.
Yeah.
And then they added extra steps, and it was like,
It was like, oh my god. And like
so
going on the top of it, oh my gosh, it's so scary.
It's kind of scary.
It's kind of scary.
And I feel bad for
But
Erin
now
because she has to jump over it.
Yeah.
So Precision is pretty cool. They have this thing called Pack Attack.
Pack Attack is basically the most entertaining. So if they feel like that your dance was entertaining, you're gonna get the Pack Attack.
Pack Attack at Precision was like, it wasn't we thought it was like the best of the best at first. It was like you get Pack Attack and you get first place, but it's actually like you get Pack Attack, it was like your dance is just like the most entertaining dance.
Lights go on and it's
Welcome to Pack Attack.
Yeah, you're invited to Pack Attack, and that means they get to come back and
Battle it out
battle it out.
with all the other people invited
Yes.
to Pack Attack.
Which is pretty cool. So that's something different than any other competition that we've gone to. So I like it.
The lights come on and it's like real loud and everybody's looking around like, what is going on? So I don't know about you, but for me it was exciting to see that, and even more exciting for you all to get that for your dance. So it was exciting.
When the Pack Attack happens, the stage goes crazy. There's
Strobes.
like sirens, there's strobe lights. I know a few of the kids got nervous when they saw the lights going, but they thought it was a fire alarm.
Like when the buzzer went off,
I thought we started a fire.
I thought we started a fire.
We were all confused on what was happening. So it was fun though. It was cool. It's about the energy that you bring to the stage, the way that your dance looks. That's what gives you the Pack Attack, which is everything 777 described.
Yeah, y'all looked a little shocked.
We didn't know what to do.
Like they just came on, and I think y'all didn't get to finish the whole dance, so y'all were just kind of like,
We looking at
what's
each other
it
like,
are we gonna finish the dance and what do we do? So
They were mad that they cut off their music.
yeah, because they have an
'Cause they
ending.
have an ending.
Yeah.
And they were like, we don't get
They're
to
like,
do
do
our
we just
ending?
do it to the
Okay,
music?
yeah, we won the Pack Attack, but can we do our ending? So we made sure when they came back to do the actual Pack Attack that we told them that they have an ending. Please let that ending finish.
We got Pack Attack again, and we won. Like,
Yeah, basically.
exactly.
It was like the judges just felt like the dance was like kind of the best dance.
Yep, we won. We won.
Out of space, I jumped on the stage.
Then when Miss Cameron ran on stage, I
She
like,
ran on
and
stage,
when
she's
she like, wow! And I'm like, oh, I know that's what we got. And then everybody was yelling like, Pack Attack.
Pack Attack, Pack
Pack
Attack.
Attack. Yeah, and we're like, we what?
So the Pack Attack, she knew what the Pack Attack was, but I don't think she understand like the adrenaline of it all.
And
So-
I'm never on the side of the stage. I
Yeah.
try not to be on the side of the stage anymore. I try to be in the
audience,
audience.
yeah.
Because only if we have transitions, we're on the side of the stage. But I would love to see it from the front, like everybody else. And I'm on the side.
And I knew she was going to do it because I'm trying to explain to her like what the Pack Attack. She's like, oh, that's really cool. Like she's thinking like, oh, this is gonna be fun for the kids. I'm like, no, you're about to get a whoop out of this. And good enough, I saw her on the side of the stage, and I was like, oh, I was like, they about to give us a. She's like, ah! And I said, get off stage.
And Rosie was like, get off the stage. And I heard somebody yell, get off the stage. I was like, oh, you guys won. You won. Pack Attack. And the kids started jumping because they saw me jumping. And,
like,
you know.
The other studios that like have been to Precision before, they're like, oh, they must be new here.
Who's this lady jumping on the stage?
We were so excited.
I was so excited.
Yeah, it's great.
It felt good knowing that we can, as girls, we can evolve together and win big together.
Because we can do anything boys can do, maybe even better.
Yeah, like, and it's nice to know that we're a black studio and that we can do all these styles and everything.
Yes, all these styles of dance.
Solo at Precision, I definitely felt like she was robbed, and I felt like she was robbed because there's like a certain amount of kids that can get pushed to the next level for like Pack Attack for solos, and there were so many great dancers that night, and so many dancers that
it was a lot
the
of
stage.
dancers that got robbed. So it's not just 777 dancers that we feel like, oh, like we just got robbed. It's a lot of dancers that we feel like deserve the opportunity, and it was taken from them.
Yeah, so if once you see the footage of her doing this solo, like at that point at Precision, and even though that was probably our third or fourth competition of the season, and we had probably 2 more to go, I felt like that was the first time she was actually comfortable in her solo, and she commanded the stage. She commanded that solo. Like, she had that solo in a chokehold.
Yeah.
And I couldn't breathe watching her dance. And even as we sat there, other people around us was like,
yeah,
can we make the sirens go off? Because that was just insane. And it wasn't people from 777. So it kind of made us feel like, okay, we're not crazy.
Zoe is also one of those kind of dancers that, like, as a dance teacher and as a judge, you either like absolutely are in love with her and understand her artistry, or you're just like on the fence and iffy and you feel like you have to nitpick at it.
Right.
Because we've dealt with it, like even in our home camp, like we have some teachers that are like, oh, like we love Zoe, like we understand it. And then there's some teachers that are like, yeah, but we don't like this and a third. And it's good to have those people around, because then it keeps us not so tunnel vision on the fact that we absolutely love Zoe and her artistry.
Right.
But yeah, there's you gotta just learn to love Zoe, I think.
Once you start watching her for a while, she is a dancer that you definitely will love and is impressionable.
When I didn't qualify for a Pack Attack, I felt real robbed, because that was probably one of the best times I did my solo, other from probably Celebrity, I would say. So when I didn't get Pack Attack and certain people did, like from other teams, like after I watched their dances, I was like, what's going on? Something going on. Not right.
That's okay. Whenever I'm down, I call on you, my friend. A helping hand you lend in my time of need. So I'm calling you now, just to make it through. What else can I do? Don't you hear my plea? Friends may come.
Best Friend was choreographed by Lyric London, and me and Ezra both trained under Lyric for a really long time before he came into the studio. And so Lyric being able to teach the kids is a really big opportunity for them, because if you can adapt his style of dance, it's like your artistry is going to be so much more elevated.
So learning the choreography for Best Friend from Lyric, it was definitely different because we never really had a dance that was just lyrics. So it was just kind of hard for some people to find the beat to the lyrics, but it was fun also because his choreography is always like, it's pretty cool and it's different, so I like that.
Learning from Lyric London was so fun. It was like, but it was a different experience because like he teaches very different. His style of hip hop is very different from anything that we're used to. So it was definitely an adjustment, but it was really fun.
Best Friend was one of those dances, it's either you're going to nail it on top of the head or you're going to completely miss the board. So we did 2 competitions and Best Friend wasn't nailing it on the head. And so we went in the studio and I let the kids cut themselves.
We took Best Friend to Celebrity, as we always do, like our first competition. We took it to Celebrity and we did not do good. We did not. I don't believe that we placed at all. And Miss Tamara was like, there should be no reason why this dance does not place ever, because it's literally like one of our best dances. It was the first dance that we learned this season. And so Miss Tamara was like, okay, you guys need to cut people. And then Taylor was like, well, Miss Tamara said you guys need to cut people.
Best Friend is like a very clean dance and has like a lot of different like textures and dynamics. And when you don't hit, it's because it's like a different style of hip hop. It's not like the get crunk kind of hip hop. If you're not together and it's not clean, it doesn't look right and doesn't read well, it just looks boring.
We did it one by one, sit in front of your peers, do the dance. Do you think they should be in the dance, yes or no? Yes, no, okay, then move on. And 2 dancers got cut and the others were able to be in it, and then we performed it at Precision and it won everything.
They cut me at first, but you know.
We're always gonna cut him first.
Had to cut some folks.
It was the same critiques.
We still love you.
So
yeah.
When you're a rehearsal director, you're really in charge of the bond of the kids. And so while learning the bond of the kids, you learn how some kids get it and some kids don't. And I had to realize that with making cuts, sometimes I felt that it wasn't an elite thing. Like, I don't need to make cuts in elite company. But this year, I've definitely, observed the way that the kids learn, the way that they take corrections. It's like, okay, you're not gonna get it until I cut you out the dance. So, and it's like, it's not really me cutting, because when I cut, then it becomes personal for them. Then it's like, oh,
she's your favorite.
You have favorites. So it's like, okay, how do I make it so that I'm cutting you guys and you guys understand why I'm cutting you and it doesn't feel personal? We just had them cut themselves and I sat there and I picked my judgments. Like, some kids, they only did an 8 count and I was like, thank you, because you did everything that you were supposed to in my corrections. And other kids, I had them let to go all the way through, and then I had to ask their peers, like, do you think they should be in the dance?
Right.
Because they weren't receiving it from me well anymore. Yeah. So they needed to hear it from their peers, and it worked.
But there was good sports about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody cool.
They were like, we understand and we want you guys to win. Mm-hmm. So it was good.
Talk to them. I just found out last night. I don't need y'all to take anything in your hands to mess up this dance. Because this, to me, is messing up the dance. I would have had a different black dress with Trinity's on. I would have put her in a different black dress. Do you understand that? So y'all need to protect me from. I'm protecting you from what you know. Tell me what's happening and then I'll take care of it. Because this blue shirt thing, that's ugly.
We had a dancer that wasn't able to go to Precision, from my understanding. And it was very abrupt, so we had one of our premiere members, Akila, step in and be a part of I'm Tired. It was like, obviously we can't get the dancer that has COVID, we couldn't get that outfit, but Miss Tamara orders like 5 extras of every costume that we have. So there's extras somewhere. Our costume committee was notified. I just don't think that they remembered. So by the time that we had got backstage and we were getting dressed, Akila, she didn't have a costume. And so it was like, okay, well, you need to look like everybody else, but we can figure out what we need to do for Trinity. So we found a black shirt, and I started just cutting it up because it was like, I wanted to give fit the vibe of I'm tired, if that made sense. And almost fit like what Josh was wearing in a way. So I was cutting it up, and Mommy was like, she had just got backstage, and she was like, why are you cutting up a shirt? What's happening? And I was just like, they don't have a costume. She's like, don't cut up a shirt. And so, like, Mommy's going to always go through the steps that I already went through to make sure, like, okay, yeah, there's no other thing that we can use.
There was, though. We worked it out. The costume committee redeemed themselves. And Miss Jamila had a cardigan in her car, and Trinity wore it backwards. Voila! Not a raggedy shirt cut up on stage.
I hit my head
on the ceiling. After we were like, oh, we need to find somewhere that's high enough for him to do it. We set the ladder up, and he climbs up the ladder. His head hits the ceiling. He didn't even make it to the top step. Like his head hit the ceiling. So,
yeah. The venue, although the stage is beautiful, the theater is beautiful.
Yes.
I don't think they had enough accommodations for studios.
Yeah.
So, especially a studio as big as 777. So
80 kids were there. We have 110 kids in company,
right?
But we had 80 kids at Precision.
80 of our kids were there. So there weren't a lot of dressing rooms, and there weren't a place to practice. So although it was a beautiful venue, whoever built it didn't think of, I have this big stage that's 50 by 50, and I have a 700, 800 seater. Maybe I need more dressing rooms in the background. So that's what it was. And Joshua was rehearsing.
He was going up on the ladder like he does in I'm Tired, and he went straight through the ceiling.
It's really like no backstage for real. It's like we got to practice in the hallway. So, we got to do whatever we got to do to win. So we going to do it. So I get to climbing up the ladder because, that's what I do in dance. I start climbing up the ladder. I get to the top of the ladder. Boom, boom. I don't even know what happened. I just blacked out. My head through the ceiling. It's concrete falling down. And everybody just like,
It's gonna be a great dance. Let's go.
When we saw Joshua hit his head on the ceiling, we laughed at him. And then we were like, oh my God, Joshua, are you okay?
No, they didn't.
Yes,
they laughed.
Okay, I asked him if he was
she
okay.
Asked.
I at least asked if he was okay.
I think Miss Timmer asked too or something, but
I know I did.
Which is giggling and cracking up.
Because it was random.
It's okay. You know what?
My head was hurting a little bit, but I got on that stage and we did our thing. Like, you already know.
Hello, I'm tired. Hello, I'm tired. Hello, I'm tired of tears. It all just cut me loose.
626, I'm tired.
I'm Tired winning a perfect score is well deserved, and it's such an emotional dance. It's perfectly executed by the kids. So I'm glad that they finally got their flowers when it came to I'm Tired.
Ooh, when Tired won a perfect score, it was amazing because that's like one of our favorite dances, and it's one of my favorite dances also. And to win and to get like perfect score, that's really cool. That's amazing.
I mean, that's what you work for, y'all. You get in there every day, you work, y'all have y'all blunders, sometimes everything doesn't always go right. Somebody misses a mark, you miss a turn. I'm not just saying, but, but I mean, it's just cool. I mean, that's what you dance for. That's what you work, so hard for. And to have that happen, I think that was pretty amazing. I mean, I love that dance. Yeah, I love that dance too. It's just so emotional, and to see people really get into it. Yeah.
Winning a perfect score felt good because the dance is has a lot into it, and because it's such a deep meaning, it felt good that we portrayed the story well.
Oh, it felt
It
good.
felt good. It felt like it was worth it. Like we accomplished something.
Yeah, especially because right before we went to Precision, that rehearsal we had changed a lot of stuff, and
a whole
we
lot.
were going through it and changing people's spots and everything. So to know that that actually made a difference and that we got perfect score, it felt really good.
It was all worth it. Even hitting my head. Yep.
We won.
All right. So,
I'm really cocky when it comes to 777 because 777 is the best. Period. And if you can't see that, period.
And to know that a dance can still win without other members that weren't there. So we were missing dancers, and Akila stepped in and was able to make it seem so seamless that we didn't even think that somebody was missing. We never knew. You thought that she was in the dance the entire
whole time.
So for her to be able to step in and save the day for Elite Company, speaks a lot about our training at 777.
Yeah.
Okay, so the quick change during I'm Tired is meaning that I ended life, and then I moved on to go to heaven, right? So at first I'm wearing all black and I'm matching with the girls, and then I go up the ladder, da da da, boom boom boom, da da da, you know what happens. And I go on stage, I do my quick change, and now I'm wearing a white button-down shirt with some tan pants. That's representing from going from the dark to the light. So then I'm going back on stage, trying to help Trinity, and then she falls back, and then she goes to heaven, and then it's you gotta see the dance. I'm used to it for real, so I'm real fast at changing. I'm really what's the superhero name? Flash. I'm really Flash in real life.
Precision, we have props that we need for what's the tea, out of space, and we were not able to find dance dads to actually help with the coordination of getting the props to and off the U-Haul. Derek, which is Zoe's dad, and Ron, which is Kyla and Cassandra's dad, were able to get it to the venue. However, these props are heavy. So we had to enlist our team moms and our costume moms and teachers so that we can get the props off the truck in time for us to compete.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
The dads are always needed. We need our dance dads. We appreciate them. We want them around. Dance dads, I don't want you to think that we don't need you. Just because we can lift it don't mean that we want to. So we need our dance dads, and hopefully in the seasons going forward, more dance dads will volunteer and be a part of the production that it takes to get 777 to competitions.
Our prop dads, they cool. They are some cool gentlemen, and they're very involved in the dance world, especially considering the fact that they load the truck, somebody drives it over there, and then they unload it, and then they help us put our props on the stage. Yeah. It's they're considerate, and they're very involved in the dance world.
And honestly, more dads should just help and pitch in and stuff, because we get to really know y'all for real. And like when we see y'all, most of the time, I don't like be knowing people's names, but like prop dads, I'm cool with them. Like we be, like that's game for real. That's really game for real.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, just come help, come out, help.
Yeah,
it's free.
The prop dads are like the most out of the loop, in the loop people you can ever meet. Like they know what's going on to a certain extent. Like, yeah, you just pray that they
got all this stuff.
Yeah,
yeah.
But they do their job. They do their big one.
Yeah, prop dads are very dedicated.
Yeah.
Very dedicated to their job. Very dedicated. Yeah.
Right.
It made us grateful for the dads lifting those heavy props, and it made me think again about making another heavy prop. So going forward, props may not be as heavy as they've been in the past, because just in case we need to lift them or the kids have to lift them, we can do that successfully without injuring anyone.
So sneaker ball was kind of my idea. I was trying to think of a way to make a little more money, because we're getting ready to go to nationals, and that's a different price than regular competition, because we're going to nationals for a week. So we need money for hotels, travel, a week worth of competition. So I'm like, okay, we've done a few fundraisers here and there. We made a couple dollars, but how can we make some real money in my book, real money? So I'm like, okay, I want to do a sneaker ball. It was just my idea to start something that maybe we could do annually and make it a big fundraiser for the team. For the first one, I think it went pretty well. I think that we marketed, we had about 22 days to market. So we were kind of on a crunch, but we made it happen. I think that the girls really enjoyed themselves. It was something different. They got to dress up. They got to wear their favorite shoes, favorite tennis shoes, look cute. So I think it went well. I think that if we do it again, if it's something that we continue to do, that we can have a little bit more time to market, to get it out to the community and everything. Because we had a few girls, few other people come, but I think that the longer we do it, the bigger the better, as we continue to do it. We tried to have everybody invite at least 5 people. So that's how we did our ticket sales. So if you can invite 5 of your friends, cousins, whoever. So we had a lot of them have their friends there. We had our TDP parents, a few other parents from the community. We had some vendors. So we had a good little crowd for our first time. Yeah.
Our girls miss out on parties, their friends' birthday parties. They don't really get to go to, all the ones that they, are invited to. So we're like, let's just, if worst case scenario, if nobody comes, that's fine. Let's just do it for our girls so that they can have a good time. And so they, can dress up pretty and put on their sneakers and just not even have to worry about dance. We even play with the idea of, well, do we let them do a little short performance? Like, no, they don't need to do anything but just have fun, be kids, that don't have to worry about dancing.
The girls had on like their dresses and the boys had on their little suits or their outfits, and then everybody wore like their favorite sneaker with their outfit. And we had a DJ and they had food and they played games and they had a dance battle, and it's essentially like a party. It was a really cool event. So all the company girls were there. All the company parents were there, and then they invited friends. So some of them had friends come from school, their siblings, cousins, family members. Some of the younger students in the studio went as well. So it was a culmination of a bunch of different people. They had a photo booth set up. So I enjoyed taking pictures with the kids. We did like group pictures. I enjoyed that. And then the children decided to have a battle. So the companies battled each other. So the minis battled the teens, and then the Jump Starts got in it. And then when the teens and the juniors started kind of edging out the minis, then the parents got in it to try to help their kids. So it was a whole thing. So that was funny to me. That was cool to watch. So Platinum Carrollton. We go to Platinum Carrollton. The kids did an amazing job. They have this big trophy that they do at the end of the weekend called the Platinum Power Award. So it's the most entertaining number of the whole weekend. So we did not know that until after the fact. So we pack up, we finish our last dance, we all get ready to go, we leave Platinum, we have all our trophies, everything that we think that we're supposed to have. A very nice studio DMs us on our company page and tells us that we won this major award at the end of the weekend. Unfortunately, we were already gone from Carrollton, so there was no way that we were going to be able to pick up the trophy. We call Platinum. Platinum says, oh, we can ship it out to you, or you can come get it, or something like that. We don't want to do that. I don't want to risk messing up the trophy. So we're like, okay, how are we going to get this trophy? One of our parents finds out that we can go to Birmingham because Platinum is traveling 2 weeks later. The day after our sneaker ball, they'll be in Birmingham.
I started thinking, well, we need to get that award. Like, they need to have this trophy in the studio. So I went and looked to see, okay, well, where are they gonna be? Are they coming anywhere close enough that we could drive there to pick up the trophy? I was literally thinking, maybe Miss Tamika could take a road trip to go pick up the trophy. And so I put it in the band app, like, hey, y'all, they're gonna be in Birmingham in 2 weeks.
And then?
Yeah, and when she put it in the band, I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
I'll go, let's go get it.
We decided we're gonna go to Birmingham and get our trophy. So not only are we now traveling to Birmingham to get the trophy, I also want the kids to compete in Birmingham while we're there. So now I have to have a last minute meeting, emergency meeting with the parents and all the kids to find out if we can add Platinum Birmingham at the very last minute, day after sneaker ball, 2 weeks later from what they thought was their last competition of the season, to not only go pick up our trophy, our Platinum Power Trophy from Carrollton, but to now compete again with dances that we thought were done for the season. So we're gonna see how this goes. Fingers crossed.
The realization hit of, oh, we're gonna have to stay overnight. So
yes, we gotta get a room.
The little bit of money that we had started saving for nationals, now I gotta spend that to go to.
Can I get my ticket money back from that sneaker bomb? Because I need it for that room.
I started thinking about the reaction. It would have been nice for the girls to be there to have that natural reaction and go crazy.
We lost that.
Yeah.
It did feel like something had been taken from them.
Yeah. Right.
By not having that opportunity to be on stage and be centered and focused, and everybody,
winning
showering
the
all that praise.
I think they were a little more upset as well because they would have wanted to be there. I just wish that we would have known, or they would have told us that they were going to be doing that, so we could have stayed, or somebody could have stayed.
Absolutely.
When I got to Birmingham, my overall feeling was, I'm not in Kansas anymore. It felt different. I'm from New York. It felt very different. I did not feel like I belonged, and I was like, whoa, our girls are in a different place. It used to be warm. All of our competitions up until this point were warm, welcoming, everybody kind of getting where you fit in a dressing room, until we got into the dressing room.
It was definitely this feeling of we're in charge, and you guys just need to find a little space.
And that really was the prevailing tone. I mean,
the
that
whole trip, the whole weekend.
The girls were looking at some of the pictures that they take on the stage, and they had them set up in the concession area in the lobby. And one of the girls, I think, went to pull out her phone as if she was going to take a screenshot, but one of the other girls said, no, we're not allowed to do that. So she put her phone away. But the lady that was working there was like, oh, I've been telling girls looking like y'all all weekend that y'all not supposed to do that.
Mind you, we just came back.
Right, we had just walked in.
Had just
so
come
it wasn't our girls.
We
that
have
she was
on red.
referring to.
A couple other teams have on red, and we're black. It's only a few black teams there, so it has to be y'all. No, ma'am, it's not. We literally just walked in the door.
So I said, come on, girls, let's just go.
It was a very racist tone that was
true.
given towards us, even though we were not the only black studio that was there. It was more of a, we've never seen you before. Who are you? Why are you here?
It was tense. It was very tense, and I could feel the people in the audience very uncomfortable. I could feel that they wanted to find any excuse to be like, So I was one of the parents that was like, shh, 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 because
they need to feel
as
this.
we were making noise, like they were like, but I'm like, no, you need to watch what's happening on this stage and feel it, because I could tell they were uncomfortable with just the words.
Yeah, and there's no words in that song, but I'm a black man in a white world.
In a white world, I'm a black man in a white world. I'm a black man in a white world. I'm a black man in a white. I'm in love.
It felt very emotional to me. Now,
Yes.
how many times we've seen that dance? Now, I know Tamika says she cries every time, but
Beautiful.
that time I really could feel the emotion when, especially the part where Michaela is just like, you could just really feel the emotions, and there was
It resonates.
Right. There's a part that Sanaya does, and I was just like, wow.
By a show of hands, will we ever go back to Birmingham? Despite all of the things that the kids had to endure in Birmingham, the feelings and the energy and the things that they had to go through, they still persevered and they did an amazing job. And I'm so proud of them. I'm proud of their parents. I'm proud of everybody that we were able to get it together, move at the last minute, get down there, do what we needed to do. And despite adversity and all of these other things that my kids were feeling, they pushed through. And so at that point, that's when it becomes more than dance, right? It's transcending dance. Now you're teaching them life lessons, that everybody's not always going to appreciate you, everybody's not always going to want you there or be there, but that you are making a statement just by being in the room. And so I was so proud of them that in that moment of fear and anxiety and nervousness, that they still did what they needed to do. And at the end of the day, we went and got my stuff. So we got our trophy. The kids did amazing at Birmingham. So thank you, Platinum, for my stuff.
Gonna take a big bow. Congratulations.
That gotta be baby.
Yeah, we back for season 2, 777 in the room. We gon' do what we do, but we got some friends too.
Black kings and queens gon' clap for 'em. Raising black kings and queens.
Black excellence, you know we got it.
Raising the bar and setting the trends, and we back to do it again. We bringing our friends. Studiotypes, yeah, you know who we are. Expectations for greatness, aiming for Mars. So at minimum, we landing on the stars. Yesterday's limits ain't today, so we gotta raise the bar.